Basically, you know, these basic kind of these control structures. These basic control structures can be seen in both structured programming as well as object-oriented programming. We learned two concepts. So basic two concepts were procedural programming or structured. So we call the another name structured programming. Structured programming. And after learning these two concepts, we just discussed there are three basic control structures used in programming and designing program. The first one is sequence, and we have discussed the symbols, and we draw this flow chart. And I think we have done an example too by, yes, this one we discussed the Python code to add three numbers. And then we found there are two type of errors. We can easily find two type of errors. So, but which is detected by the compiler is syntax errors or the grammar. So if there is kind of grammar issue, it will be detected. But if it is a meaning issue or logic issue, so it will not be detected. We have to detect that by testing the code. Okay, then today we have discussed selection and repetition. Before that, I just want to introduce operators in Python to you, right? So please write the heading, operators in Python. Operators in Python. That is a subheading. So that is not coming under sequence, selection, or repetition. So before we begin, we should learn the operators. Okay. So there are a few types of operators. So first one is mathematical. Mathematical operators. In mathematical operators, we are using plus for addition and minus for subtraction and this forward slash for division and then asterisk for multiplication and here we are using double forward slash. This is called floor division. We can call your integer division. And then we learn this one, percentage mark. This is for remainder of integer division. Okay, mathematical operators, addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, floor division, and then remainder of integer division. And there's one more thing that is double asterisk. It's basically used for exponent or power. Finish?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's test this. We can test it in shell itself. We can test, no need to have a new file. Shell itself supporting these operators. So because it's one statement simply. So you can write like this, 6 plus 5, it's 11. So then if it is 6 minus 5 or 5 minus 4, it is subtraction. If it is 5 divided by 3, it's a division. Give you the decimal value. And if it is 5 into 3, it multiply and give you the value. And if it is like this, 5 floor divided by 3, you will get 1 because integer division. It will give the integer portion of division, not the floating point, only the integer portion. or we call floor division. Why? It is going, it is giving you the least value. When you round it, it will give you the least value, the floor value, not the ceiling value. Here you can see if you round this 1.6, it should be 2, no? When you round 1.6, it should be 2 because it's greater than 1.5. But this is not rounded value, right? This is the floor value or the below value, or you can say integer portion of the division. And then 5 remainder 3 will give you 2, because after division, what is remaining? It's 2. That is the integer remainder, and exponent 5 into 3. 5 to the power 3, it's 25 into, so 5 to 5 into 5 is 25, 25 into 5 is 125. Okay, I think better you write the examples too. Right, so let me give one thing. So can you tell answer for this one? 997 modulus 999. So what is the answer? 997 modulus 999. Yes. Modulus means the remainder, integer remainder.
Okay.
Then what's the answer? Without typing, can you tell? If you divide 997 by 999, can you divide 997 by 999?
No.
No, it's 0, no? Then what is the remainder? So if division answer is 0, here the answer is 0, remainder was 2. Sorry, here answer is 1 and remainder was 2. So 5 divided by 3, you have 1, 3 for 5 and remainder is. So when you divide 997 by 999,
you get 0.9.
No.
No, same number, no, they
Same number. Yes, same
can't
number.
be divided.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same number. Yes, because cannot divide. No? Cannot divide means it will, that remaining will be the same number will be remaining. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Right. So in the other hand, if you divide 999 by, this is actually all level ICT question, 999 by 997. So then what will happen? What is the remainder? 999 you can divide by 997. You have 1 there. So what is the remainder? Remainder is? Yes, that's easy. 999 you can divide by 997. Yeah, it's 2. 1 remaining. So asking the balance, right? After dividing that, think that these are, for an example, these are caps. You have 9 caps. You divide it with 997 people. Then after dividing, what remains? Which cannot be divided is remains. So that is 2. Here also you are going to divide 997 cap among 999 people, but you can't do that because 2 will not get caps. Therefore, all 997 will be remain. Right? So in the other hand, so when you have the floor division, so it's basically 0. The other one will be 999 divided by 999 divided by 997 will be 1. But real division, if you divide this with 997, you will get 1.002. Okay, so in addition to that, in the exam, they will test these kind of things. What about 7 divided by 3.0 or 7, sorry, 6 divided by 3 is, it is 2.0. So you will get 2.0, that 0 part will come. Even fractional part is 0, that 0 will come because it will give you floating point number. And the other hand, if you divide 6.0 from 2.0, still that 0 part will come. Even you include or not, that 0 part will come in the answer. So This is given sometimes whether it is 2 or 2.0. Yeah, okay, let's multiply by this one. 2 into 3 or 3 into 2, it's 6. But if you multiply 3 into 2.0, 3 multiplied by 2.0, you will get 6.0. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Right? If you have a floating point number in your maths, let's say 3 at 3.0 to 3, so answer will be 6.3. So if you have any floating point number in your answer, so you'll get the answer in floating point number. Right? If you have floating point number in your calculation, you will get the answer in floating point number. In the other hand, division always return floating point number. These are some special points, right? So it's better if you can write down division returns floating point number if there is a floating point number in addition, multiplication, or subtraction, you will get a floating point answer. But in these cases, in other two cases means, okay, let's say, okay, 3 floor divided by, or 6 floor divided by 2.0. Right? Still you get the 3.0 as the answer, but 6 modulus 2.0 here, again you will get that. So if you use okay, but if you use something like this, what will happen? 2.5, 6 modulus 2.5, what is the answer? Why it is 1? Yes. Okay, let's say 6 modulus 3.5.
Can't do, sir.
So what is the answer?
0. No,
2.5. So if you're using
What is
float,
actually happening over there?
sorry,
Like what is actually happening over there? Like when you put 2.5, it was 1, and now when you put 3.5, it's 2.5.
yeah, 2.5, you have 2.5s for 6. 2.5 into 2 is 5, then remaining is 1. Understood?
It's seen the reminder, right? Okay.
Yes, in the remainder. Just in the remainder. So if it is 3.5, so you have one 3.5 for that, and the remainder is, so basically in other languages, other programming languages, these operators, the integer division and modulus can be used only for integers. But here in Python, you can use that for, so you can use that for floating points too. So you can, okay, 6 divided by 2 let's say 2.4. So modulus will be 2. So integer division will be 2. Integer division will always return integer number, but modulus can return floating point number. So floating point number, but this integer division also, it's a floating point number, but with 0. For an example, 2 point, let's see 2.1, and still 2.0. If you floor divide by 2.9, still 2.0. Right? It will give the integer answer. When you divide by, okay, when you divide by 2.0, what's the answer? Then only it's 3. Okay, please understand these things correctly. Otherwise, you will, when you get odd question in the exam, so you will give a wrong answer. So they will try for odd questions. They will try for odd questions. Anyway, so if you have this floor division, always it return integer, but if you are using a floating point number somewhere, for an example, 6.0 floor divided by 2. Or if you are using 6.1 floor divided by 2. So likewise, if you are using a floating point number, it will give the answer in floating point format, but still integer. But if it is remainder, it can return fractional points. Right? So please write down that separately. If the number, if you use floating points numbers in floor division, it will still return integer, but with floating point 0 format. Example, 2 will be given as 2.0, but still 0.0 only. You will get only 0.0. And the other way, if you use a floating point number in modulus, it may return floating point answer. Rather than it will return floating point answer. If you use floating point numbers in modulus, it will return floating point answer. Okay, let me give one example. So what is the answer for 9 floor divided by 2.5? And what is the answer for 9 floor divided by 2.4? Can you tell me the answers for these two? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello, sir.